last night the announcement regarding Andy Robertson's future. How do you feel about the fact that he's going? And was it a case of not reaching agreement on a contract? How has it effectively come to this now?
Now, first of all, he had many great seasons over here as a player, but I think people got to know him as a great person as well. I got to know him as a great person. I think every teammate of him will tell you how funny he is and how great of a person he is. And I think that has been shown a lot on social media as well from our social media people. But what I remember most about him probably is the intensity he's always playing with, and we've learned something about intensity 2 days ago. But I can also remember Robbo making a press from the left fullback position to the right wing a few years ago. I showed that to my players that I was working with back then, and won everything over here. Served this club for so many years. Really loves this club. So it's been a great 8 or 9 years. 9 years for him at the club. But I think it's also we saw also that this season he didn't play as much as he was used to. Still a lot, but not as much as he used to. And as a result of that, he's leaving probably next season. But not only that, I think it's also difficult to be in that position longer than a season. So yeah.
Just to clarify on that, is that effectively Andy's decision? He wants that more regular first team football?
That's a question I think it's smarter to ask him than to ask me.
Fair enough.
But I think every player wants as much regular first team football as possible. But it's a question you should ask him.
Obviously, on him as well, you've said that you're fully involved in recruitment for next season, which again suggests the support that you have from above. But at times you have had to answer questions about the future as well. In those kind of moments, what support have you felt from the likes of Richard Hughes, Michael Edwards, the owners as well?
Yeah, I'm repeating myself a lot, but I've said it many times. I feel a lot of support, but not only from the owners and from Richard and Michael, but I feel a lot of support from them as well. But as weird as it might sound, I also feel the support of the fans. And we were going out in Paris when the players went out for the warm-up, and the fans, after a 4-0 loss, immediately started saying, "We love you, Liverpool." And after we were, I think it's fair to say, outplayed over 90 minutes, we went to the away end and they were still singing for us and clapping for us. So that support we felt constantly. And I think, but I've said this many times as well, the club knows in which period of time we are in. And in the meantime, I feel complete support, yes.
And in the short term, it appears that this is a real defining week because you've got Fulham, you've got the second leg against PSG, Merseyside derby. It all seems to be pointing towards a real defining moment in terms of what you can still achieve this season. I mean, how do you see it?
Yeah, and I think that's completely normal in the end of the season. It's not only for us, it's for all the teams. These are defining moments and periods of time. We've given ourselves not the best situation to be in. But as you said, Paris kept us alive, so we're still in that tie. And there are 2 massive games in the league coming up as well, and afterwards 4 more. And hopefully a few more in the Champions League as well. But first the focus should be on Fulham. And that's where the focus is on now.
Good luck.
Just in that respect, Arne, given the fact that there is going to be naturally so much focus on that second leg against PSG, do you have to do anything to make sure that everybody's full focus is on this game against Fulham? Because obviously, like you say, it's very important that you get this run going together, so you make sure that you qualify for next season as well.
No, if there might be anything positive from the Paris Saint-Germain game, it is that we faced the champions of Europe, and we've experienced that we were on that evening not at the level where we want to be. And the good thing is that in 4 or 5 days we have another chance to show that we can be much more competitive than we were 2 days ago. But it also tells us if we want to keep improving, we have to keep playing at that level as well next season, and that means Champions League football. And I think if you've experienced that 2 days ago, you want to be involved in that again next season to show that we can do even better than we did 2 days ago. And that chance we get in 3 days, but we also want to have that chance next season, and therefore we have to perform in the league as well. And that's going to be interesting because yesterday was a recovery day, and let's see where a few of our players are, because I think I'm also not telling you for the first time that not all of our players are able and capable of playing 3 days later another intense game. Let's see what the lineup brings this time.
In terms of that lineup then and injuries and players coming back, any news in terms of other players coming back in? And obviously you had Alexander Isak coming back from the week. How important is he going to be to the running coming now?
Now, we don't get a player back yet, but Alisson is working hard to find his way back into the squad. So that's really positive, but he will not be in the squad this weekend yet. That Alex is available for us again is vital, of course, because I said many times over here that it was hard for us to convert the chances into goals, and he's been a goal scorer his whole life. Now, we did not get a chance against Paris, so but in all the other games we've had many chances. So to have him back is really nice. It was only 15 minutes, but it's good to have him back, and hopefully we can progress his minutes, and he can grow to his form as soon as possible. But the last time, of course, it took him a while, which is completely normal. But now we are hoping that after the great rehab period he had with the people we are having in rehab, that we can bring him faster to the level we want him to be at.